$100 order, we shipped her 5 free Patriot Packs, $750 more free food.
Folks are really surprised at what we're actually giving away. Now, folks, we've had 235 years of freedom in this country, so for every $235 worth of food ordered, we give away a $149 Patriot Pack free.
To order the best food on the planet, call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
A free 12-day supply Patriot Pack with every $235 worth of food ordered. Call 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Okay, Breivik's manifesto has been gone over, and I've scanned over it as well. It has the word Jews 324 times in it, in a positive light. So some folks are saying neo-Nazi. I don't really agree with that perspective because it's not there. In fact, here's the Jerusalem Post. Let me just read this to you. Norway attack suspect had anti-Muslim pro-Israel views in the 1,500-page manifesto credited to Breivik, accused of killing spree. Lays out a worldview including extreme screed of Islamophobia and far-right Zionism. Anders Breivik, the Norwegian who killed nearly 100 people in a combined terror attack Friday that included car bombings in Oslo and a shooting rampage at an island summer camp, held fiercely anti-Islamic and pro-Israel views, according to a 1,500-page manifesto he uploaded before his killing spree Friday. Continuing, in the 1,500-page tome, which mentions Israel 359 times and Jews 324 times, Breivik lays out his worldview, which includes an extremely bizarre and rambling screed of Islamophobic far-right Zionism. Well, yeah, when you hear the term cultural Marxism, I mean, that's right out of the neocons, and venomous attacks on Marxism and multiculturalism. In one passage, he lashes out at Western media, which he accuses of unfairly focusing on the wrongdoing of Jews. Western journalists again and again systematically ignore serious Muslim attacks and rather focus on the Jews, he wrote. Breivik also took a jab at left-wing Jews. Jews that support multiculturalism today are much of a threat to Israel and Zionism as they are to us, he continued. So let us fight together with Israel, with our Zionist brothers, against all anti-Zionist, against all cultural Marxist and multiculturalist. You know, I remember covering Friday and then Sunday, Jaron pointed it out, that this was the anniversary, or no, it was Aaron, that it was, it doesn't matter. The point is that it was the anniversary of the bombing of the King David Hotel by Zionist, left-wing Zionist, or I think it was Rahm Emanuel's dad, wasn't it? Yeah, of the King David Hotel. And that's why Savage, who's Jewish, came out and said, Michael Savage has said, look, let me tell you, this guy's the son of Irgun. Look for him to stage attacks and blame it on the right wing. And now you've got this guy claiming he's working with friends, and this is very sophisticatedly done. The Israelis put out sophisticated stuff, folks. You know, Pieczenik's telling us how unbelievably inept intelligence agencies are, and I respect him on the bin Laden thing being fake and 9/11, and have really found it, you know, historically, he knows what he's talking about. He's a smart guy. I've done a lot of research as well, and I'm not trying to get in a fight with Pieczenik. It's just that, and we've got Tarpley in the wings, right? Good. And we may have to go into overdrive today. Obviously, we're going to go into overdrive. The problem is I'm never going to get this TV show launched. But, hey, I'm pulling the trigger. September 1st or thereabouts, I'm launching the nightly TV show. And that's the end of it. Okay, that's the end of it. You know, I did 4 hours for years. I did 3 hours for 14 years. I did 4 hours for 2.5 years or so. And now I've been back to 3 because I've got to focus on this TV show. It'll be just as power-packed as the radio show, but condensed down to 30 minutes. I guess I've just got to really say goodbye to my family. That's the answer to all my problems. I love being with my family. It's the best part of my day, best part of my life, but I cannot complete this mission if I continue to go home at 6, 7 o'clock at night. But I've already seen my first 2 children grow up and barely spent time with them. And I've actually know the 3-year-old a lot better than the others. It's like, wow, she's been little a long time. The others, I don't remember them being little. And it's because I'm never home. The last year or so, I've been home more. I don't know, listeners, do I stop doing more? Do I walk away from all this? I mean, maybe you should carry out the fight. Every minute here is torture. I am sick of it. I'm sick of having to study it. I'm sick of having to be in the arena. But if we don't do this, we have no future. All right, I'm going to Webster Tarpley here in just a moment. And obviously, we'll have to go into overdrive at least 30 minutes so we can take calls. And again, stations won't carry that. It's on the satellite if stations want it. It'll be internet and prisonplanet.tv. Internet free streams and prisonplanet.tv for that. And I get a headache doing that interview with Pieczenik because I like him. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's a smart guy. I know he's a smart guy. But I'm sorry. I saw the preconditioning up to this. And this is the introduction of al-Qaeda, then the introduction of white al-Qaeda, the white terrorist. And I called it. And I believe it's a staged event. Now, this may be a patsy who believes he's this knight. I saw his video as kind of childlike and that this guy's in fantasy land and a high-level functioning delusional psychopath with delusions of grandeur. And, hey, he could become the next Hitler. Maybe Pieczenik's right. I mean, I see the beer hall putsch and all that. I get it. But I don't know. We're going to be talking to Tarpley, a doctor of history, and another person I think is very well informed to get a different angle and perspective than your calls. I want to tell you about last Friday, because we're supposed to announce these every Friday, and then I end up forgetting Friday after Friday to do it, of the eFoods Direct winner in July. Every week they give away $1,700 worth of super high-quality, recently made, non-GMO, non-hybrid, clean quality food. eFoodsDirect.com/Alex to sign up. It's free, and each week you'll get a big winner. They've also got a big deal right now where you get giant discounts. When you buy a certain amount, then you get some free. Just check it all out at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex or link through on their banners at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com. Kirk A. from Raleigh, North Carolina is last week's winner. And then we'll have this week's winner, hopefully on Friday, if I remember to plug it. eFoodsDirect.com or 800-409-5633. Also, I want to tell you about Mike Adams. He's got a new 8-hour documentary, and there's all these audio files as well. And he does these live events online, these web seminars, these webinars. Mike Adams has put together an incredible multimedia course on food safety and security and teaches you the skills to stay alive and well-fed during any crisis. You'll learn things like how to build your own emergency water filter, how to create your own emergency food go bag, how to store and purify water using iodine, created by Mike Adams, the health ranger and show expert and food security and frequent guest with us. The entire course is available for instant access with downloadable MP3 files and more at naturalnews.com/Alex, naturalnews.com/Alex. Check it out today. And finally, speaking of water, purewaterfreedom.com. I want to tell you about this great Made in America company. They got portable water bottles under the sink, on top of the counter, whole house filters, all made in the USA. You want to completely remove fluoride and other toxins, they've got it. You want on-the-go systems that reduce it all, and they have those as well. purewaterfreedom.com. Take control of your water supply today. And again, all of their systems are made in the USA, and that's hard to do nowadays. It's hard to find stuff made in the USA. purewaterfreedom.com to take control of your water supply, purewaterfreedom.com. And we also couldn't do this show without the support of our sponsors. Okay, if you just joined us, the Jerusalem Post says he was a rabid right-wing Zionist. And he used the terms that right-wing neocons and Zionists use on radio in the U.S. It's just a fact. I don't know if he wrote this manifesto. The Easter Bunny could have done it. It's admitted that his Facebook was manipulated. It was in the Google Wayback Machine saved. And we were able to track that. Other big news reports are confirming that someone went in and changed it from Knights Templar Illuminati member, Mason, to Christian conservative. This is a rebranding, clearly, regardless of whether it's real or not, from the Muslim threat, we're taking your rights away because of it, to everybody's a terrorist. And I told you this was coming last week. We had drills the days before, blowing up things less than a kilometer away. We have the police showing up, knowing the gunman's name, and saying, hands up. They show up 90 minutes later, and then they don't take him out. They just say, hey, lay your gun down, Breivik, and Anders Breivik. And he comes out and does that. He's going to serve 21 years maximum, and he's going to be this big Hitlerian hero when he gets out, I guess. I compare it to that because Hitler did the same thing with his beer hall attack on the parliament, and then he got put in jail for a year and a half and wrote Mein Kampf. That was all staged. So this is definitely nasty. They want to have a new clash of civilizations, and this has got that written all over it. And the fact that he's fawning around with the kill all the Muslims, oh, I love Israel stuff. Or that could be a complex frame-up of that. I mean, again, you can't believe the Facebook, you can't believe the web stuff. We don't know any of this. And they wouldn't let him be seen in court. They wouldn't let him be seen in court. They wouldn't let him speak in front of the camera. So we don't know if he's even saying these things he said. To me, he looks highly intelligent, but he also, with that little smirk, looks like he's flown over the cuckoo's nest. Obsessive-compulsive, basically. Webster Tarpley, doctor of history, frequent guest here and contributor, tarpley.net. My friend, what do you think's really going on here? We just had Dr. Steve Pieczenik on, his illustrious career in Black Ops himself. The Jack Ryan character in the Tom Clancy Patriot Games novels, co-author with him. He's saying this is the pristine, real terrorism, the equivalent of the gilded unicorn, never known before. He admits most terror is state-sponsored. He says this is not synthetic. What says Webster Griffin Tarpley?
Well, I have to say, in regard to your previous guest, when Morrow was being held by the Red Brigades, I was part of the effort to try to find Morrow and to save his life, and I guess your previous guest was on the other side of that. So I have to disagree with him again. What we've got here with Breivik is a patsy on steroids. This is either a psychotic or a fanatic or a double agent or a mercenary or something like this. He is entirely a creature of NATO intelligence, and this entire event is inconceivable without sponsorship by NATO intelligence. First of all, concerning the ideological profile of the patsy, I mean, one of the main rules in an analysis, as you've shown over the years, is that we don't want to focus too much on the patsy that is being projected through the world media. We want to look for the technicians and the moles that they don't want you to see, because the whole thing is designed to get you to fix it.
Yeah, he's all flashy, and the Photoshop glamour shots, the videos, the treatises, it's all a big fat ball of bacon on the end of a hook trying to catch a crawdad.
Right, it's like a public relations firm has gone to work for him. He's got publicity photos. It's like a press kit that people have been given for this character. Now, just interesting, in this 15 1,500-page screed of his, and maybe you can also comment on this. As I understand it from the London Daily Telegraph, a lot of that is simply plagiarized, lifted word for word from the Unabomber manifesto, and that already is a contradiction because...
No, they admit about 95% of it is plagiarized and unattributed, which is what intelligence agencies